The Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, has ordered the immediate promotion of policemen who have been on the same rank since 2017 in the next 24 hours. The IGP said he is concerned about police welfare and added that commissioned officers from the rank of Assistant Superintendent of Police, ASP, to Chief Superintendent of Police, CSP, as well as other rank and file would be elevated. This is something that should be encouraged, and it's something that is good to boost morale of these guys.
Absolutely.
Because how can you be on the same rank from 2017?
That's almost 5 years or thereabout.
5 years.
Yes. So it's good news, and we hope that this is not just mere promise, that action will be taken. Because sometimes, for the optics, some of our police officers will come and tell you they are going to do this, and they will never act on it. So it's good news. Police welfare is one of the issues, confronting the Nigerian police force, and we hope that this will help improve, the level of morale, within that institution. But beyond that, there are other latent issues to contend with, equipment, training, and all that. So one would like to see a more holistic, response, to efforts aimed at improving the performance of the Nigerian police force. Of course, you all know the issue of bribery and all that. People, turning checkpoints into tool centers and all that stuff. So the issue of integrity is important. That has to be also taken alongside. Welfare is just one thing. Promotions, as had been said, but when you visit the barracks, you still find that most of them are in very bad condition. What is the IGP doing about it? So we would like to see a more holistic response to the challenges facing the Nigerian police force.
This is good. It's a right step in the right direction.
Very good.
Duty from the Assistant Superintendent of Police to the Chief Superintendent of Police and other rank and file would be elevated.
Yes, and he set a timeline. In fact, it is expected that by the end of today, those promotions will have been effected. I'm sure, this IG is different from others because he is not the sort of IG who likes to just grab attention. He prefers to just do his work slowly, without, yes.
It's not a controversial...
He's not that kind of person, and is so well respected by his officers and men. Whatever he says he wants to do, he goes ahead to do it. He has built a number of police barracks. He's he has renovated a good number of them.
Within this short time?
Within this short time, in different places. Even in Borno State, in Kaga local government, in Borno State, in Yobe, so many states. He has a lot of projects that he's done. What remains now is the issue of welfare. Take the issue of welfare seriously, and that's what this is one of the indications we are that he wants to also take that seriously. Then the issue of equipment. Government recently gave out a contract to procure equipment, not just for the police but other armed forces, for patrol vehicles and all that. So no matter what we say about our police, it is still our police. What we can do is highlight those things that they are not doing right as a way of pushing them to improve, and encourage government to improve the level of funding of the police. Without the states, for example, where would the police be? Without people like Dangote, who have donated hundreds of vehicles, patrol vehicles for the police, where would the police be? There ought to be a different and a much more reliable model for funding the police. We've got to find a much more reliable method by which we can fund the police and ensure that all the things that they need are provided. Once people have the right tools to work with, that even boosts their morale. For example, if in your platoon, for example, you have an APC to work with, are you going to be afraid of bad boys? Because the equipment make you look a lot more confident, and that's what we want to see. So the IG clocked 1 year in office this week, so we'll be looking at some of what he has done.
Yeah, and this is part of this.
Yes, in the coming days, we'll be looking at some of what he has done.
This will go a long way. And when you look at the model for, there's this police trust fund in Lagos. Yeah. And that model over time has been quiet and has been working. Yeah. There was a time it was replicated at the federal level, but at the point in time it was riddled with several scandals and everything. True. But if it's something that can be replicated through the federal police and the way we see it, that's all these big multinationals, companies, corporations, part of their CSR should come together and join hands and help equip our police. The government cannot do it alone.
Yeah, absolutely, Ayo. And the Lagos example is a very good one. One can only
Lagos State
appeal.
Security Trust Fund.
Yeah, it's worked, and that's why we would like to encourage peer review among our governors. It's not often that we get to see them want to borrow ideas from other states. But where ideas have worked in a beautiful manner, the only advice one can give is to say, borrow these ideas and replicate them in your own territories. So security management is one issue that the police cannot deal with alone. Citizens have to be involved, corporate organizations have to be involved and all that. So we would like to recommend what has taken place in Lagos and the Federal Capital Territory to other states. Governors should not fight shy. Where we find ideas that are working, we should be able to borrow them and replicate them. The biggest challenge that this country faces today is that of security management. The police has been so handicapped that the men of Nigerian military, the Air Force and the Navy have been dragged into civil crisis management and all that, which is not ideal in itself.